Hello, Hogzilla here again, and in today's video I will be covering the recently released experimental beta for the future 1.50 release for Euro Truck Simulator 2. This is actually something that SCS Software is putting out ahead of any open beta or a full release, as the dev team wants to flush out as many issues as possible. So there will be probably many bugs you would encounter if you decide to play this experimental beta. I will cover what's included along with my personal thoughts on any of the changes. If you like these kind of videos, press that like button. If you have any questions, leave a comment below and please subscribe to my channel. The first item to discuss is the graphic changes. A number of graphic changes for close and far away shadows have been updated. Normally I wouldn't notice these kind of changes, but in this particular case, I was able to notice these changes right away, which provided a much more realistic driving experience in the few drives I did attempt before making this video. The second item is the changes to the overall layout of the game. This is definitely one of the major changes to the game, with all the menu layouts and the home screen all redesigned with a much more crisp look that hits you right in the face when you first load the game. Plus, they have updated the clicking sound for the buttons to a much more softer sounding click as compared to the much more sharp click as before. The third item is the updates to the Switzerland roadmap as shown here. The Switzerland roadmap has been completely redone, and this is another major change as a part of the 1.50 update. It's always nice to see that the base game road network gets a refresh instead of the devs just pushing towards other countries like Greece or the Nordic states without going back and making sure the base game is refreshed so that it's consistent. The fourth item is the updates to the German Rhine region of the roadmap as shown here. 2 major road updates in one release? This is great! This will lead to many hours of new discovery, and it's another sign that the SCS software team takes care of the base game to make sure that it is updated and consistent with future DLC releases so that you don't look like you're playing 2 different games based on what region of the map you're in. The fifth item is the Scania Demo Center located in Södertörn, Sweden, in the area shown here. This facility is a crisscross of different road types that they use to test trucks. This is something I am still currently exploring, but I would say that this is even significantly better than the PACCAR Technical Center that was added as a part of the American Truck Simulator 1.49 update. So most definitely go and locate this item. It will not show up on the map until you find the hidden road as shown here. And then once you've discovered it, the facility will show up on the map. The sixth item is the Wielton Trailer Pack DLC updates. Frankly, I don't have this DLC myself, so I really can't comment on this change except that it happened. And if you have it, go ahead and give it a try yourself. The seventh item is the addition of tooltips on the option screen. All you need to do for this one is hover over the options and you should get a tooltip on the right hand side of the screen giving a little more of an explanation on what that option does. The eighth item is the addition of lane assistant to go along with the emergency braking and adaptive cruise control. This is just like your normal passenger car where you're about to deviate from your lane. In this case, your truck will take action depending on what option you have selected in the options screen under gameplay. The lane departure warning will just give you a notification tone, while the lane keeping support will guide your truck to the best of its ability back into its lane if you are going above 35 miles per hour and you're not using your directional signal. One thing I will say about this is that the tone or notification is kind of annoying. Maybe not as bad as the one that's on American Truck Simulator, but it is kind of annoying and it is still a little buggy. While the lane keeping support, that's pretty good. That has no problem. It will guide you back into your lane, but you still do get that annoying notification chime. So I've just disabled that option for the time being. The last item is an odd one, but the devs have added a brake squeak when stopping. I know this is kind of an odd one to call out, but it did interest me, and it does slightly add to the realism of driving a real truck. That is all for this video. If you like these kind of videos, press that like button. If you have a question, leave a comment below, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.